How's it going, Jack Attackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be continuing my If I Was the Showrunner series for The Flash Season 7. This is for Episode 3, entitled Daniel West. So, without further ado, let's just get on into this episode. The episode starts off right where the last one ended. Daniel West. Huh, Barry says. Yeah, that's me, Daniel West. He's the brother of our mother, Iris, Jay explains. By the way, do you have an Iris here? Don asks Barry. Barry has a flashback of Reverse Flash killing Iris again. No, she's dead, he tells him. How did it happen? Daniel asks. There was a man, a really evil man. He took her from me, from her father, her brother. As Barry is saying this, he has a quick flashback of Wally's death. He took her from this world, Barry finishes. I'm sorry, Daniel says. Barry wipes his tears. Look, Don, Jay, what exactly am I doing here? He asks. Well, we're going to show you what we've been dealing with, Don explains. All right then, let's just get into it, Barry says sternly. Of course, Daniel starts to say. Let's get into it. The intro sequence plays. The camera then cuts to a flashback of Daniel West. We see him walking up a hill in the forest. It's revealed he has blood all over him. He's limping at this point, clearly exhausted. Suddenly, he stops in his tracks. We see him look at something in the distance. It's the shed. He walks up to it and shouts, Hello? Is anybody in there? No response. He then decides to open the door. It creaks open. There's not much inside. A mirror, a table with some chairs, and a chest in the far corner of the room. He limps over and opens it. Inside is a black speedster suit with a note on it. The note reads, If you're reading this, Daniel, my plan worked. You found this shed. You found this suit. Use it. It'll help you. Sincerely, a friend. Daniel is confused, yet he grabs the suit and holds it in his hands. It has a black emblem on it, similar to the one Barry has on his suit. It's suddenly revealed he has super speed. He puts the suit on in an instant. He puts the cowl on as well, which has red lightning bolts on the side, and then looks in the mirror of the shed. Camera pans up from his feet to his face as Daniel just stares at himself in the mirror, blood staining his face. Oats in the Water by Ben Howard starts to play. Daniel races out of the shed and comes across a lake. He scrubs the blood off his face and sits down on a nearby log. He looks up at the sky as the sun shines down on him. The camera zooms into a fixated position on his face. Daniel's expression goes from contempt to angry, hateful even. He then speeds away. The camera doesn't follow him, however. It simply lowers down to the log. Daniel has scratched something into it. It says, RF was here. The music stops. The camera cuts back to present day with Barry, Don, Jay, and Daniel. Barry walks into the shed with the others. Nice little place you got here, Daniel, he says. Thanks, Daniel replies, smirking. Okay, so what's going on here? Barry questions. Well, we have a bit of a nemesis, Daniel starts. You see, we've actually been dealing with him for about, 7 months now. When all that Red Death stuff was going on, another villain arose. Another villain? Who? Barry asks cautiously. He goes by the name of, well, Sam, Jay explains. Sam? Barry asks confusedly. Yeah, he's sort of a mad scientist. He's done a bunch of creepy stuff. For example, experimenting on animals to see if they can have access to the Speed Force, Don explains. I mean, if animals had the ability to use and harness the Speed Force, hell, we could have another world war on our hands, Daniel starts. I mean, think about it. Raging gorillas running at light speed through Central City. Yeah, gorillas, Barry says timidly. So will you help us? Jay asks. Before Barry can fully answer, a loud noise is heard outside, a gunshot. The speedsters race outside of the shed and see an old man on a horse. Well, howdy diddly do, speedsters, the old man shouts. Good to finally meet you, Flash. The camera then flashes back to Daniel's origin. He's making a cup of tea in his shed. Once he sits down on one of the chairs, a voice echoes through his head. Daniel, the voice calls out. It's Eobard Thawne, the voice says. Daniel drops his cup of tea, and it splatters all over the floor. the outro plays, and the episode ends. So that's episode 3 of The Flash Season 7. Hopefully you all enjoyed that episode. Stay tuned, of course, for the rest of the season. If you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Boop.